Silver Bullet ruined nighttime for me as a kid. For a solid year, I would not take the trash out after dark because obviously that's when the werewolf gets you. So let's talk about the movies that actually scared us as kids.
Today's theme is not monster movies, but I brought a Yeti. Next time.
That should be the poll to open.
How is you?
I'm good. I'm adjusting my camera because I still don't
Do
like
that.
this angle.
Yeah, I was going to say something.
What did you do today, James? Did you work?
I worked. I had to work and then go see Anne Marie. So work straight to mom stuff and then straight home and then here we are.
You're wearing a very cool shirt.
Some
I feel like I've
asshole got
seen
me
that
this
shirt.
shirt. It's like a piece of like some like total tool douchebag got me this shirt, but I love it. And then want to know,
So if you're just listening to this, James is wearing a shirt.
yeah, I'm
got
sorry.
like almost like a newspaper ad of Halloween 5.
Halloween 5. It's an inherently visual like thing here. You have to see. But Derek got it for me and it's amazing and I love it. And then if you needed some proof that I am just dumb, I haven't worn it until today. Like I washed it, put it aside, and I just put it on for the first time today. So I put it on and I looked in the mirror and I went, oh, it's backwards. And I thought that was a cool niche thing that the shirt was backwards. Because reflections aren't, you know?
James isn't just a pretty face. She's also stupid. So, hi, welcome to the Don't Be Dead podcast. I'm Derek.
And I'm James.
And this week's episode is called Where Are My Parents?
Where are my
Movies that
parents?
actually scared us as kids. So, that's what we're discussing. But first...
Oh, right.
It's game time. Yay! James, are you
Yay,
excited?
games. I'm excited. I want to win.
You're gonna. I feel you're gonna do good at this one. So one thing about James is if you're texting with him or you're in a group chat with him, he often likes to use voice to text, and
I think I already know what this game is going to be now.
it doesn't come through very well at all. And so you'll be reading something, and it just makes absolutely no sense. You need it's like encrypted, right, to understand what James is actually saying.
It's a language.
You are actually playing the spelling boo.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to go well.
I've got about 5 words I'm going to throw out at you. And since
I can't catch.
I know you're good at words, you're good at spelling, I know you're going to crush this.
Ooh.
You read a lot.
Your confidence is misplaced. Just stop throwing out random lies about me.
You are a savant of the English language.
I don't know how to read.
So, James, are you ready to play the spelling boo?
Sure. I'm going to use talk to text to tell me how to spell it.
Okay. And I actually have, if you need to use this, need to hear it in a sentence, I have sentences for you as well.
The amount of effort and research that you put into making me look like a dumb shit is commendable. That's why I talk to you.
Okay, so first one, ghoul.
Ghoul. Ghoul?
Yes! Yay, you got that right, James. All right.
Of course I did. I'm a ghoul.
You're a ghoul. Okay.
I'm a ghoul.
Second word, lycanthrope. And if you need me to use it in a sentence, I can.
Oh, I don't know. This could be L-Y or L-I. I think it's Y because it's like gothic shit. So I'm going to say L-Y is in yellow. Oh my gosh. But is it as basic as like L-Y-K-E-N-T-H-R-O-P-E?
Nope. Oh, you were close at first. Keep going. You had the L-Y right. Okay.
L-Y.
You had two letters right.
It's not L-Y-C-K?
Nope. L-Y-C. Keep going.
Oh, is it H?
Bitch. It is lycanthrope. L-Y-C-A-N-T-H-R-O-P-E.
I had thrope right. I had thrope.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 1 out of 2 so far. Not doing so bad. Let's try another one. Poltergeist.
Ooh, Poltergeist. I love that movie.
You got it.
Bitch, I know I did. I can spell poltergeist. I can spell poltergeist 2. I can spell poltergeist 3. I got this all day.
Okay, how about ectoplasm?
ECHTOPLASM?
You were so close. So close.
Is it the ecto?
It's right around there. Yeah.
Is it? It's not ECKTO.
No.
It's ECH.
You're very confident with that ECH, aren't you?
But it's not. But it's not.
It's not.
ECKTO.
ECT.
ECT.
ECTOP lasm. LASM.
Lasm.
Ectoplasm.
Okay. Yep. Yes.
Okay. Last one. Cauldron. Like a witch's cauldron.
CAULDRON. Oh yes. Okay.
You got it. You got
I was gonna
it.
start adding more L's and D's and R's and O's and N's.
James, thank you for playing the spelling boo. You got
my gosh,
like,
thank you for having
3 out of
me.
5. 3 out of 5, I think.
Okay,
right?
I think I
Not too
passed.
bad.
Thank you.
I'd give you
I'm
a
so
B.
glad a B. Before we go any further, just know spoilers ahead.
Why don't you go first? I want to hear about like a movie that you remember like actually being scary as a kid.
I was not gonna start with this one, but you're pulling my arm here. So I'm gonna say Poltergeist.
And you know how to spell it.
And I know how to spell it. And it was behind me under the others, so you know I didn't look. I love. I mean, this big box I got from VHS Fest last year. This movie used to like traumatize me for some reason, and it was in my later adult years. I think it's because let's like dissect my brain, right? One thing is it's a very cohesive, like well-rounded family, and that was not something I was used to. So the parents like trying to find the kids, and I was like, these are like really good parents. I think as a kid, and maybe this is the same with your choices, like kids in peril and the parents taking it seriously. Those two things combined was like where my brain was like, oh shit. My kid brain would be actually scared. Like it couldn't comprehend adults being afraid of something when kids were included. I don't know why that's like a very specific, like even Ernest Scared Stupid scared me.
Yeah,
like that's not, I didn't pick that one, but that movie scared the shit out of me, you know? Hocus Pocus.
What part of Poltergeist, like what parts kind of stand out to you as like being scary? Like what kind of triggered you? Because like, for me, I remember it being like the tree, you know,
that whole closet in the tree. For me, it was all chaotic, but I feel like this is Steven Spielberg's, you know, production or producing, having his finger kind of, you know, in there. But everything is so like loud and chaotic and crazy. And then when they get back to her room, it's just so quiet, and the parents go into this panic. And so the audience, the movie knows exactly when to be like, go, 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 go. Okay, pause, go, 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 go. But I don't know, like everything had so much weight. And so them like looking for her with barely any music, that weird like in the background, yeah. I don't know, like messed me up. And the fact that she was actually gone, and that a kid could be like taken from their parents. And then the whole the whole ending, everything is great. The movie's fantastic, but the aftermath, they think it's all fine. And starting from when the door opens again, but this time it's like a giant mouth trying to eat the kids, and like that whole last thing, the bodies popping out everywhere, the family like driving with, the whole community is involved, the whole town is freaking going up. Peak.
It always stuck with me to like that scene of the mom trying to like book it down the hallway, but the hallway just keeps getting longer and longer and longer.
And I remember like everyone's really good at acting in it, but specifically where I was like very scared. Oh my gosh, what is it? The very, very, very end, they're in the car. Everyone's screaming at the dad to get the keys, and he just can't get the keys and drops the keys and whatever. But it's like a close up of the mom, the close up of the kid, and the close up of Carol Ann, and like everyone is so stressed. Like it's where my anxiety,
out. Yeah,
my anxiety started with Poltergeist. That's beginning, middle, and end of that. And then the practical effects were crazy. Like it played itself very seriously and was really good at being scary when nothing was on the screen. But then all of a sudden they were like, I'm ripping off my face.
Yes.
The giant skull that comes out of the doorway as like a jump scare, and whatever, the demon thing, the weird, it was CGI for 1982. Good for them. Like standing in front of the door, like, my God.
What? And the clown, you know, like
that clown
attacking
doll.
The son, you know.
How can I not even mention that? The fucking clown doll.
The clown
so
doll.
Creepy.
As an adult though, like there's parts in that movie that are like so endearing, and there's like really sweet, like tender moments that just makes me tear up a little bit. Like when she's like, she went through my soul. You know?
Oh my gosh. As a kid, I think I even cried. Like I had such a connection to this family that it made it all the more horrific when shit got real. Everything held weight in that movie to me. Everything. And like now when I watch it, like I'm not scared, but I'm still a little anxious and nervous, and the like when the beat drops, the beat still drops.
Good pick. I totally agree with that.
Thanks.
I'm trying to think of like you went with like okay, Poltergeist is what 82,
82.
82. I'm trying to remember. Okay, one of the first movies I remember actually like really freaking me out when I was a kid was 1985's Silver Bullet.
Yes.
Freaked me out. I think I told you about this before.
You
but,
did.
Like,
I told you it freaked me out too, but I don't remember why.
yeah. Well, there's like okay. So first of all, this was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, not too far from where I live. So I live in South Carolina. So the scenery alone
Tell us your
looked
address.
like where I live. Like this movie could have been filmed in my backyard, right?
Mhm.
And it was in a very rural setting. And I grew up in the country, right, with like no neighbors, trees everywhere.
It
Very
felt like
similar to
home.
where like the family lives
Mhm.
in the movie itself, right? There's a scene in the movie that really is always stuck out. There's actually two, okay, several scenes, but like let me talk
Several,
about
many.
there's
There's a
many
surplus
scenes.
of scenes.
So there's a scene and got the I'm blanking on the guy's name, but it's like this the redneck like drunk dad who has like
Mhm.
the greenhouse shed in the back. And so he's like getting drunk watching wrestling one
I
night
think I
and
remember
he
that a little
hears
bit.
oh, and he hears like his pots getting broken like in his greenhouse, and so he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass," and like he like grabs his gun and goes out there in the pitch black, opening his like shed. So
Mhm.
what freaks me out about the shed is so where I grew up, my dad and my uncle lived kind of like across the street from each other,
Hmm.
and we had sheds like that with I don't know, it just like oh my god, that was
You're
the
like,
place
this
to be in my
could be
there's
in
a
my
werewolf
backyard.
in my backyard right now.
In the backyard, yeah.
Yeah, and he's walking through there, can't find him, but he hears some stuff, and then like there's this like close up, and you just see the werewolf's eyes just glowing like underneath, and glowing eyes for whatever reason freaks
Yeah,
me out.
that sounds
Um,
familiar. I did try to rewatch it a couple of years ago, and I only got like 30 minutes into the movie.
so that part, and then like towards the end of the movie, when like the climax is about to happen, you
Mhm.
see the werewolf like stalking the family outside of their house, but you see him just like taking his like furry, long, creepy hands, just kind of running them along the side of the
Bleh.
house. And for whatever reason, just like that
Yeah,
visual
yeah,
just like freaked
yeah.
me out. And so seriously, I know I said in like the opening that that movie made me not want to go outside at night, and I'm not lying.
I
Like
get
I
why now.
literally would not go outside at night when I was a kid. After I saw that movie for a long time,
When you said you wouldn't take the trash out at night, I was like, well, I didn't take the trash out, period. So
wouldn't do it.
that's that on that. But
If
yeah,
I might have left my book
werewolves.
bag in like my parents' car, and I needed to go get it for my homework. If it was dark, I
Oh
ain't
my
not going out there.
gosh, I'm not going out
Fuck that
there. I'll
homework.
take the F.
I would
Take
rather
the
take
F.
the F than go out there and
Yeah.
die. So
Yeah, mine's from a lot of 80s. I feel like the 80s and like some of mine are early 90s.
same.
But my next one is the 1988 creature feature remake, The Blob. So I was gifted this beautiful 4K steelbook. I haven't even opened it yet because I have it on Blu-ray and stuff already. So I've watched it.
Oh,
Like,
that's pretty. Let me see that.
you see?
So if you are just listening to this,
Oh yeah,
James is holding up a
I'm holding
beautiful
up a
steelbook.
4K.
Yeah.
Yeah, sense the colors.
We
But
are we haven't really discussed us being like physical media collectors that much yet, but usually
BT Dubs.
when
Yeah,
we're talking about movies, we're usually holding up like actually physical copies of it, whether it's a Blu-ray or a tape, a VHS tape, like physical.
because it's just cooler. It's just neat.
Yep.
This also might be where like partially where my love of practical effects comes from, because this movie gave me nightmares, like really scared me when I was younger, but I don't know if I even ever watched the whole thing. I just remember like certain bits and pieces and my brain kind of not being able to understand, like usually because I could watch Halloween or Friday 13th, Child's Play, and I love these movies. They scared me, but they, I can I can see, oh, the behind the scenes here, and oh, I love the way that they did this and whatever. As a kid, I could not decipher with this movie how they did the things they did, and because I couldn't wrap around it didn't make sense that it was not real. So I was like, well, it's too real. I can't do that. Like the couple in the car, her body is like I think like goes into itself or something. The guy with the boyfriend with the arm, they kill the kid. Like there's crazy. Oh my gosh, I remember loving the waitress at the diner, and they established this little town. Like they did a good job of like establishing the little town square. So like you liked everyone, and she was supposed to go on the date with the sheriff and whatever. And then her death was horrific.
So
Felt
bad.
so bad for her. And then the way that they show his face on the thing. But I also forgot the guy who gets pulled into the pipe in the kitchen of the diner.
Yep.
That's messed up. Messed up.
I remember The Blob. Just I saw it like late one night on HBO as a kid, and looking back, I think it was really ahead of its time as far as like practical effects. You know, for what they were able to do with little CGI at all. Very, very impressive. So
yeah.
And it was one of the movies too I remember seeing where like a kid could actually die, because I think up until that point I hadn't seen a lot of movies, if hardly any, where kids weren't technically safe.
Actually make it, yeah.
Yeah, kids usually make it. Like I've seen Halloween, 4 and 5 at that point, and I'm like, well, Jamie's fine. Like kids were kind of untouchable, right? In my early like introduction to horror movies, I didn't see a whole lot where kids were ever in like I mean they're in peril in the movie, but like
they get away,
they're gonna be all right.
Not that one.
It wasn't until later, and like my brother, and you know what, okay, I can talk about this one coming up. My brother introduced me to one, and I actually just sent you a copy of this for your birthday. Rawhead
Rex. Yes,
Rawhead Rex. I'm not going to say a whole lot, but kids in peril, right?
Keep it to yourself.
Great practical
effects.
Kids
in it.
Spoiler, kids in it. Great practical effects. Very cool monster movie from the 80s. I think it is 87. Rawhead Rex came out.
I love the. I'll show off the DVD that you got me because I haven't watched it yet. I think this is like that looks fucking awesome.
Okay, the monster's all practical, and it just looks.
I think monster movies, like creature features, are an unsung hero for me. Like I love creature features, but I don't watch many. Like the ones I see, I love, but I don't. Also, we don't get that many, right? Like we don't get mainstream creature features in monster movies.
You really don't. Like what's the last one that's been in theater, like a creature feature?
Well, usually they're like animals associated, like Crawl, like crocodile, or a shark movie or something.
But yeah. I mean, when I think of creature feature, I almost think of like
that's
like monster movie, right? Like
right.
To me, monster movie and creature features kind of hand in hand, right?
Same thing. Well, I feel like all we're getting is creature feature. All we're getting is like animals that attack.
And
we're not getting, the freaking alien predator
Pumpkinhead, like
Cathoga or something, pumpkin heads of the world. Like we don't get those. Resident Evil was kind of filled that void for a little bit because they had like the monsters in their zombie movies, but not to like Host. You ever see Host?
I did see Host. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute.
Now it came out in the early 2000s, right? Or like
they don't come out as often. It bums me out.
Yeah, I was trying to think the last like creature feature I saw.
Because like Gremlins are cute, but that's fine. Gremlins is good. But like like a monster movie.
Yeah, like a modern one. I honestly, I'm sure there are some. I'm just completely blanking on them.
I would kind of maybe put Jeepers Creepers. No, but that's still 2000. That's like 2001.
But that's still more modern, at least.
Yeah, it's more modern. And like that's it. Oh my gosh. The Substance, or that was more
okay. Sure. Horror. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I guess only like it goes that
way. Like the last part.
What was the other one? Evil Dead Rise. But that's not like
demons.
It's like demons. Well, at the end,
I consider demons like its own category. There's like demons.
It's like a 3. So then there are none.
There's none.
There's none.
I think there was like a segment in like one of the recent like VHS movies where there's like a creature.
Oh, I have to watch those.
But like a full length. We're talking like things that make it to like
Give me an hour and 45 minutes monster movie.
I can't think of one. Can y'all make some more?
Yeah, could you go ahead and make them? Jesus, like this movie I actually have not seen since I was a child. I found it on DVD, so I'm holding it in my hand, but it's still wrapped in plastic. There's another one that's similar in idea to this, where I was like, Disney put this out? I just remember certain scenes from this, like really making me uncomfortable in ways I hadn't been uncomfortable before with a scary movie. Also, Kids in Peril. This is Something Wicked This Way Comes. And so I'm showing you the DVD right now if you've never. So I don't know. I want to vouch for it because it scared me so much when I was a kid.
Really?
But I don't know. Yeah. But also another one that scared me so much as a kid. I was in this kick of like finding older movies from back in the day. The Blob was one of them. So it scared me as a kid. I watched it as an adult and I was like, this is actually terrifying. Like this is all so great, but like really actually scary and gross. Another one though was Invaders from Mars that really scared me as a kid. When I rewatched it, I think I told you about it. I was like, I just didn't get it. It just didn't click with me in the way that I thought it would. So
as a kid, you're viewing the movie through the eyes of like the kid in the movie.
Yes. So, and that's like the idea with this one here. It's very much like the kid's point of view. Like a circus comes to town. I won't say too much, but it's like it's a dark sinister.
About on the back.
Oh, okay.
What does it say? Yeah.
Well, it's kind of covered in plastic. Wait. One of Ray Bradbury's most popular and intriguing novels. Oh, it's based on a book. Of Good and Evil comes to life in the spine-tingling motion picture. On a grim and gusty October day in Greentown, Illinois, two young boys encounter a distressed man who foretells of danger blowing their way. I just remember a scary circus comes to town. That's literally all I remember. Soon after, the town is visited by a seductive stranger named Mr. Dark and his pandemonium carnival. Terrifying things begin to happen when the adventurous boys stumble onto the carnival's deadly and destructive secret. Beware, something wicked this way comes, and frightening surprises follow.
Okay.
19, I think it was 83. It doesn't say on here, but I think he was 83. Like there, yeah. And okay, I'm obsessed with this movie called Peach Dragon from the 70s, and it's also about like, among other things, like this kind of act that comes to town, and the guy in that looks like the guy in this. So as a kid, I blended the two movies together and was like I don't understand, because that is such a lovey-dovey, light-hearted musical with like Shelley Winters, whatever her name is. And then this was like trauma, like I remember like spiders in his bed. I remember like I don't want to say that part, but that was gross. I think the end, I remember skeletons and screaming and rides twisting and like, but it's at Walt Disney.
Terrifying.
So right,
Terrifying.
and it's rated PG, so it was fine for me to watch it. But yeah,
Yeah, but
something wicked
80s
this way
PG
comes.
is different than modern PG.
Right. Poltergeist was PG, and he rips his face off.
My next one, I'm not gonna go too deep on it either because I know you haven't seen it yet, but American Werewolf in London.
Oh yes.
Very scary, horrifying, terrifying opening to this movie. Yes. Freaked me out, jumped out of my skin. And it's something about, okay, a particular sound that is made in the opening.
All right.
Very eerie.
I will listen for that
you
sound.
know what I'm talking about.
I think he's going to be at one of the conventions I'm going to here.
What's his name?
The actor
David Naughton.
No, yes, I think he's from Connecticut, so it would make sense if he came back. You know. So my next one is another like Walt Disney Presents, also from the 80s. This is The Watcher in the Woods.
Okay, wait, I always get this confused. Is Kyle Richards in this?
Yes.
Okay.
You're thinking of Escape
Kyle
to
Richards,
Witch
right?
Mountain, or
that's her sister, I think that was in that.
Yeah, her sister's in that one. Yeah, no, this is Kyle Richards is in this one. Betty White, Jesus, James. Betty Davis. So it's wild because it's like it's presented to you as like one type of movie, kind of whatever. And by the end, I guess it still is that movie. Just like the twist is weird. It's like not a twist I would expect from a movie like this, or a horror movie for that time, especially when that like took itself seriously. This one like takes itself seriously, or from Disney. Like it was like so left field explanation for what's happening, but it plays out like a paranormal situation where there's like an entity of some kind in the woods that is trying to, maybe provoke and blah, 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 and uncover some secrets from back in the day. And you find out it's in relation to a tragedy, an accident that happened where a girl went missing 30 years prior or something. Okay. It's just weird because it takes itself seriously. You follow the two kids most of the time. One of them is like a teenager. In real life, she was like an ice skater, I guess. And it was like her first acting role. She's pretty terrible, but it's fine. And then her younger sister, who's amazing, and it is Kyle Richards. So it follows them mostly. But there's like moments where like Kyle Richards like will be laughing and playing, and she like goes like totally dead face and just starts like speaking in like a man's voice or whatever. Like weird stuff happens throughout that.
Okay.
It's just was wild to me. And another thing where like the kids were in danger, the parents were taking it seriously, but the parents were like, well, not the parents, but a lot of the adults were in on something. And I wasn't used to that. I feel like I was used to like the kids thing, maybe teens, but like having like all of these grownups be like, this one said this, but this one did this, but this one's hiding this and blah, blah, blah at the same time. I was like, oh, I'm not used to the parent, like the adults being the bad people.
Early teen movie that I saw, The Blair Witch Project. This
I almost grabbed that one.
Made me so paranoid. This movie's been talked about to death, so we don't spend a whole lot of time on it. However, there's a line in this movie that really stuck with me. It's early in the movie when they're interviewing people in town, like, tell me about the lore, what you've heard about Blair Witch,
Yeah.
And one of the guys goes, my grandma always told me if you stayed up too late in the house and walked through the house, and that the Blair Witch will come and get you. And I was that kid that would always stay up late,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
would walk through the house in the dark, and then
Yeah.
like terrified me. I'm like, oh my
Not
god, that
anymore.
was
So
always in the back of my mind. It made me super paranoid, and I would like run back to my room.
Mm.
I'd go to the kitchen. I'd run to the kitchen, grab what I need, then run back to my
Stomping
room,
away.
feeling like there's something right behind me about to grab me. So
So it sounds like you can't take the trash out at night and you can't walk around your house. I'm excited to know what else you couldn't do as a kid, because this is just starting to sound like excuses for not doing your chores, Derek.
no, I did them. I was just scared the whole time.
I was just shaking and pissing myself. Okay, so my next one is more like, it's not mainstream, but it's definitely more popular than the other ones.
Well-known.
I have a lot of mine are kind of well known, because I mean, mainstream is an independent film, but the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. What scenes particularly that freaked you out?
The first thing that comes to mind is when Sally's being chased. Well, the whole chase sequence was so exhausting. Like, I was not used to not being able to catch my breath, and because of course it also looks and feels like a documentary. But it's when she's first being chased, I think right after Franklin gets it. There's one moment where she like gets her hair stuck in some branches, and I like couldn't breathe. I had never been like, my heart had never like jumped up so much where I was genuinely like, he's gonna catch her, because like it seemed like she was the main person, but I suddenly thought, what if everyone dies? And that was not something that happened in the movies I had seen up until that point. So that is where I was like one of the most scared like in my life.
What's particularly scary about that one too is like that scene is like you can hear him coming, and then I feel like you start to see him coming in the background
before
she's still trying to untangle her hair from the branch.
And then they play with your perception a little bit. Like Tobe Hooper's filming it in such a way that like you can't tell exactly how far he is. And then they cut to him, then to her, then to him, then to her. So you still can't tell how far away he is. So your brain thinks he's so much closer than he is.
It feels like he's right on top of her the whole time.
Right on top of her.
Yeah.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. So that one. Yeah. And then the whole movie, yes, like there's some parts in the beginning that are just kind of like, why are they even here? But I love the experience. I also never seen it happens a lot more now, but like a final girl kind of go batshit crazy at the end of the movie. Like her laughing hysterical, like scared me. I was like,
snapped. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're used to like, I got away and like, better luck next time, Freddie. Something, whatever. And she was like, no, like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for the rest of my life. Starting now, So and that messed with me. And then
that whole I feel like that chase scene was really long too, and just like panic inducing. Yeah.
It didn't feel like a fun orchestrated chase scene. It felt like I sitting in my seat couldn't get away fast enough.
Yeah, and then I remember like when she makes it to, I guess, like the truck stop and where they got the barbecue first, before you realize that like the cook is like in on it,
I had never seen a twist like that either.
And I'm like,
people watch it now.
Burst through the door.
Yes, they just leave the shot on the door. Ugh,
yeah,
that bitch. She knew what she was doing when she directed that scene.
Mm-hmm.
But like people watch that now and they kind of assume like, oh, this family might be involved. Like they kind of think that now because of how much just content exists out there, and that's how like we can see the next twist coming 10 miles away. But like 5-year-old me, or 6 or maybe 7-year-old me actually did not. So I was like, wait, the person who was going to help us can't help us. Like, what?
Well, no, and he seems like a frail kind of older man too.
He played it as like
he's fine. He's not a threat.
He'll help us. He was like, pop, pop, pop. Oh, and he like laughed and smiled. Like all that stuff was so crazy. Okay, so yeah, Texas Chainsaw.
So my next one is 1990s Arachnophobia.
Never seen it.
You are lying.
I know. I want to. Creepy crawly things freak me out.
Oh my God.
Freak me out.
Listen.
When I tell you there's a list, there's a list. I'm pulling muscles in my chest for this.
This is like you saying you haven't seen Jurassic Park.
I was gonna joke for a second, say I haven't seen Jurassic Park, but I won't even put that into the universe. It's sacrilegious bullshit.
Are you kidding? That's annoying because I feel like I can't talk about it now.
I mean, it's got spiders.
It's got spiders. It's got spiders in places that you go every day, and it's gonna make you think about these places. You'll never think about these places the same way ever again.
Final Destination for spiders.
Yeah, kind of.
And Jeff Daniels is in it.
Jeff Daniels is in it. Well, I can't think of his name, but Dan from Roseanne. What's the actor's name?
Oh, John Goodman.
John Goodman is in it.
John Goodman.
Yeah, this is John Goodman. Oh, and R.I.P. Julian Sands.
Oh, I
Rest
like
in
him.
Power King. Damn it, James. How dare
I,
you not have
someone
seen Arachnophobia?
I only watch whatever someone requests on the other my channel.
You
Whenever I
gotta let
try
other people stop
to
controlling what you see
I do what I want and I watch what I want to watch.
when people tell me.
That's when people tell me when they tell
When
me
they
what
pay
to
me to
watch.
watch them.
Yeah, and I have a list, but I never get to it because I'm always watching those.
Well,
Is it
watch this because it will make your skin
okay?
crawl. There's so many good scenes, and I can't discuss them with you
I mean,
because fuck,
maybe I'll forget.
you won't.
You
All right, so I know you've seen
won't.
this one. Okay, since I can't talk about this one, I'm gonna talk about another one.
Talk about another
that?
one.
And what are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Nothing.
1992's Candyman. Candyman.
That movie scared me. But I only
Scared
saw it
me
like
to
a couple of
death.
years ago.
For the first time. That was your first time a
Mhm.
couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I saw this one as a kid, and like to this day, I still won't say Candyman in the mirror 5 times in a row.
Moses won't say the word at all, and I'm not allowed to say it either. And that was that's been since like we met. So like since I've known him at this point, 18 years, that I've known that. So when I finally watched it, I couldn't talk to him about it. He's not allowed to even see the tape. It actually is behind my Jurassic Park, like the movie downstairs. They have it on Blu-ray as well. He's not like he can't. It's that bad,
It was
and I can see
terrifying.
why. It is very scary.
It's scary in so many different ways. Like the opening when she's like interviewing the people that are at school and talking about what they know about Candyman.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm about to say it a lot, and he's gonna show
You
up
said it like
behind
2
me.
times. You
I know.
3 more, right?
Should we just do it and see what happens?
Or is it 3 times? Is it 3 times?
You gotta say it 5 times.
5. I thought it was 5. Okay.
5 times. That man shows up behind
Batman.
the girl in the bathroom, and then the character she's talking to some other people later in the movie, and there was like an incident that happened in like the restrooms, and like a kid
That is what
attack.
really I was like, whoa.
And it shows him like crying, and like there's like a flashback scene, you know.
His little kid, and they allude to someone ripped
Mutilation.
off Pangling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And that man did it.
And then that man we don't speak of or say his name did it. And that's only 30 minutes into the movie.
I know.
There's still a lot of movie after. Yeah, it was very like Silence of the Lambs with the psychological horror, whatever, but oof, the violence hit. Tony Todd, also rest in power, King.
Well,
I'm
they did a
sorry
good
you
job of
watched
just
that as a
making
kid.
like the surroundings like creepy too, like the rundown buildings with all the abandoned like apartments that she was having to crawl through, like in the dark
Well,
sometimes.
I forgot the name of the area.
Cabrini Green.
But it's real. That's a real area.
Yeah.
And they filmed it there. So like
Mhm.
they were going for like, we're going for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Great movie.
Okay, this one messed me up big time. And I love it, but it still is disgusting to me. And this is not Disney. This one's Warner Brothers. It is The Witches. So with the
Great practical effects.
gorgeous Angelica Houston, but yeah, the practical effects of The Witches really grossed me out and scared me. And like they changed their body movements, and then all of a sudden they like want to get like chasing the kids out in public. I remember being like, wait, you can chase kids in public? Like they are literally full on chasing that little boy around other people. And I was like, so no place
And no
is
one's
safe.
helping.
No one's helping. Yeah, no. They're all worried about, I don't know, some baby carriage fell down the hill or something. And then we're gonna throw in, let's turn them into mice. And so now I'm afraid of being stomped on and stuff. Like, and then yeah, weird, uncomfortable looking practical effects. So yes. So The Witches.
Great pick. I'm going with 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street, directed by Wes Craven.
Is that? Oh, it's signed.
It's signed. Yes, it says "Screw your pass." My VHS tape is signed by Heather.
That's
Lange.
amazing.
Yeah, we got it signed in Vegas when we were there for.
She was so sweet.
What was the name of that con that we were at?
Days of the Dead. That was fun. She was sweet, and I think you're the one. Someone retook my picture with her because whoever was taking the pictures, like taking selfie pictures, like she had a person, like a handler.
Yeah.
They were like snap done. The lighting was bad. It was blurry. So I went back, and
I went back with you.
let me. Yes, it'd be like
and I
held
turned
the
my
light.
cell
I think
phone
it's
camera light on.
yes to take the picture again. Yep,
Yeah.
and that one came out much better. Still a little too
And
dark.
and I remember you went to Heather and said, "Look, I hate to be that person, but our picture was awful. Can we please retake it? And she's like, yes, of course. Like she
Yes,
didn't
you're
care. Yeah.
so sweet. Oh,
I
Heather.
think she understood. It's like, oh my God, I've got to take care of the
Yeah.
gays. Like they really, this is
Yes.
gonna
Yeah.
ruin their lives, you
There,
know?
yeah, this could turn very quickly. And
Yeah.
then there was, well, the thing is, it's weird. She had one handler, one person, I'm saying handler, like they had one person who was doing the pictures and one person who was like taking your money and giving you photos and stuff. The person taking the money and whatever was amazing. And I wish I could remember her name, but it was the other person taking the picture. And it's like, you have one damn job.
But I
Lord.
remember like my mom or my brother rented this movie. This was like, I think I saw this like early 90s is when I saw this. I remember being in our living room. We had all the lights off. It was like a Saturday night,
Mm.
and they put this on, and it was me, my mom, and my brother. And the scene, not like the intro when Tina's dreaming, but like the dream that really goes
That
bad
leads
for
to
her,
the,
right?
yeah,
Um,
where it goes
when
south.
you see that shot of him down the alleyway,
Is it the
and
long
his
arms?
arms just get elongated and just
Yeah.
stretch out. I remember jumping behind my mom on the couch and like burying my face like in her back, but like peeking over,
That was too much.
freaking out at that. And it was the way when he started actually chasing her and like the sound he was making. He
That's,
was like, ah,
yeah,
ah, 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 and
yeah,
like shake. He kind of had
all
a
of
goofy
it.
run. You
Yeah.
know, Freddie ran really kind of.
But those
It was like a goofy
elongated
way to run.
arms, it's
Yes,
just so unnatural.
but it would look so unnatural, and the way he was running, just goofy but creepy at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. You know, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, just freaked me out. Like again, panic inducing for me. Uh, so it was kind of hard to sleep for a while after that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Johnny Depp, like that was a cool
That's
kill, but it wasn't like,
wild.
you know, like you kind of see it coming. You know what I mean?
Right, but still,
Yeah. So
the
just that.
I always felt bad for the
Yeah.
boyfriend who gets it in jail.
Yeah, the sheet wrapped around his neck
Yeah.
or
I was like,
whatever.
no,
Yeah.
they're gonna think he did this to himself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's such a creepy movie.
It's such a creepy movie.
I
Okay.
watched a lot of things. I'm realizing like
You
too young
watched
as a kid, probably.
you watched some messed up shit.
I don't know.
And we're talking about like, oh yeah, the elongated, like when he killed the bitch, when he did the something
Yeah,
when he ripped off the so and so and pulled off the arm. Me at 5 years old thought that's weird, you know.
I know.
But I feel like that's the age. Most people who love horror, when I ask them like what, like how old were you? It's usually like 5.
I think
Is
you're
when they
right.
watched like the first definitive thing that they probably weren't supposed to. That turned them into like, yeah, I love horror now.
Yeah, I work with people who just refuse to watch any horror movie in general just because I guess because it scares them. But like I've recommended movies to people like like intro horror movies to people. And
Yeah,
they're,
I was
oh
gonna
no, I
say.
can't do it. I just can't. I'm just like, really? Like y'all are you that much of a pussy? Like you can't just watch
Life
a
is more
movie?
stressful. Like going to work is more stressful than watching one of these
Absolutely.
movies.
And I feel like God, you're missing out on so many like good
So
films. You
much,
know,
so much good
like
shit. And it's
yeah.
not real. Okay, now this was not when I was a kid, and I almost put it away, but it's the one movie that has given me the most nightmares in my life that I still will occasionally have, and has like reshaped what I perceive to be scary. And it is The Ring, the
The
remake
Ring.
of The Ring, and not The Ring. Before you die, you see the ring. Not the original Ring You. I did watch Ring You, and it's creepy, but the tone and the lighting and the visuals and the sound, the performances and the pacing,
In the face.
and it's so moody and terrifying, and it's basically just like anxiety. It's like how I am when I drive on a
Yeah, very
bridge
anxious. Yeah.
for the duration. That's my anxiety when I watch this movie. And but then for some reason the sounds and the visuals stay with me where they don't with a lot of other movies. Like, The
Yeah.
Blob messed me up and it's still really scary to me, and I think the practical effects are crazy and like it really grosses me out. And it definitely gave me nightmares, but the visuals don't stay like they do.
Well, and what's effective about The Ring, and I know, and this is a recurring theme in your reaction videos, you always appreciate movies that have a sense of urgency, right?
Yes.
So, and The Ring has a built-in sense of urgency because there's a countdown. There's like a timer on these people
Yeah.
before they're gonna die by
I love a countdown movie.
Samara, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that automatically puts on a sense of like panic and
Yes. Constant dread in this one.
constant dread.
So, I mean, that came out like 2002, I think.
Did you see it in theater?
Yes. And
I did too.
yeah, saw it in theaters with my friends. My stepdad had to drive us because we were 14 or 13 or something like that. Or no, maybe like 15. Still wasn't driving regardless. Where I lived, my bedroom was the only room upstairs. So the house was downstairs and there was like the stairs went up and it was one room, it was my room. And when you walked in the door, right in front of the door was a TV, and then you had the whole rest of the room. So like my bed was opposite the door to leave. If I needed to leave, I had to walk past the TV. My stepdad would sneak upstairs and reach in the door and click on my TV in the middle of the night.
wouldn't.
So when I would wake up after seeing that movie, because I screamed in that theater, when I would get up, I would get up to like channel 3 was static, right? Or channel 2 or something. I would wake up to the static, and it would take everything in me to have to get up and turn that television off. There was no there was no iPhone, smartphone for me to like just reach and grab my flashlight. Like, kids, this didn't exist. And I keep a fucking flashlight next to my bed. So that was scary. And he would put blank tapes in my backpack. But I just like, even as an adult, like I can say as recent as like the past year, I have had a dream where Samara came through my bedroom door here and like got me, and I woke up in a sweat. That stupid bitch.
That's awesome your dad did that, though.
Yeah, my stepdad. He was cool when he wasn't drinking. What's your movie?
So this one's kind of like a wild card, but because we're still talking about when we're like kids, you know.
Mhm.
The Witch and the Wizard of Oz used to freak me out so bad. So much so. So my brother used to play football for the high school team, my oldest brother, and so we'd have to go and like watch him play, right? During like the halftime performance, one game, they did like a Wizard of Oz theme, and someone was dressed up like the witch from the Wizard of Oz, like green makeup, the hat, the nails, the whole thing, right? And she was like out in the field, like they were doing their little performance or whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't like you, but you're down there. It's fine.
Right.
Well, performance is over. People are kind of getting back in their seats and stuff. And that bitch starts walking up the bleachers, like near us, and I start crying.
The witch from the Wizard of
panicking.
Oz.
Like, please don't let her come over here. Please don't let her come over here. My parents were.
I wish that she had walked up those bleachers totally smiling and then went like, "Don't look at me!" Like I wish that had happened.
I closed, like she was walking up like the aisle where she could get to like the row we were sitting on, and I just remember just sobbing and just put my head into like my mom's shoulder, and I was like, "Please just tell me when."
And she's like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know why. She just scared the shit out of me.
So how'd you feel watching the new Wicked movie?
Couldn't do it. Terrible.
Couldn't do it. Too much. Okay, I grabbed this one as like a backup just in case, because I mean, maybe it seems obvious, but this is definitely more mainstream. There's very few slow burn movies I used to like back in the day, I feel like, or that did it really well. Halloween being one of them, and Alien. It's another one like The Ring where I didn't have like nightmares from it, but it was just so moody, and the sounds and the visuals, like it's such a mood the whole time that when something does happen, it's like, wait, what?
Happy birthday.
Then the whole ending. Yeah, ending was fantastic. Oh my God. We talked about Lambert as a character, obviously Sigourney Weaver as Ripley. I loved the what was his name? Parker. Wait, that's the name, Parker. For being like I don't want to be like, I'm not working right now. Like all of them were kind of that way, but I don't know. I vibed with him, and the aliens.
He was relatable.
Yeah, he was relatable because they all seemed like
Lambert were the most relatable in the whole movie. You know.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah. Let's take our chances. And yeah, I like. There's really not been a creature design like that since that is like kind of captivated the way that one did too. Like, it's just so weird to look at. We still get alien stuff now. Thank God.
Did anything from it like stick with you like after you saw it? Like, did you think about anything like when you were, I don't know, like
I remember
it was night or dark in your house, like having to go through like a dark
right.
If it kind of stick with you.
So something from that would like probably stuck with me was another one where you think you're safe. So the whole ending part, because it's actually a lot of quiet And I wasn't really used to seeing something like that either, because again, a lot of movies that were coming out that time were just like louder or
Yeah.
whatever, and it was very confident in just the like woo, 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 like pulsing, what the fuck that was, in the background. So that whole sequence made me a
Yes.
scared,
Well, and just like
big
the
a scared.
hand falling out of nowhere,
Yes, that's where it
Yeah.
starts. It's so quiet, and it just starts with that crazy jump scare.
Bam.
And then it's just like almost no music the whole rest of the time, but it's so anxiety inducing. Also, the whole like chase sequence at the end, because the movie is pretty much a slow burn, and then we get a bunch of information, and then we're okay, like here's the sense of urgency. We're gonna take our chances in the shuttle. Let's go. From
Well,
there,
they crank it up to
it just
100.
cranks up, and it gave me the same like anxiety of like I don't think I can breathe as like the Texas Chainsaw chase sequence, because it, even though it was not a person chasing with a chainsaw in Alien, you don't even see the alien. It was just like so I don't know, and it was just too intense.
And Mother not being on our side,
Oh my god, you batch. It was unrelenting. That's the word I was looking for. It was unrelenting. Like
Can you
once
spell
they
that
turned it
word?
up to 100, they said you and relenting.
Yeah, it's like when there's a timer, a countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, come on, y'all, let's go, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go.
Oh, and the fact
Yeah.
that she wastes all that time trying to undo it, and then like 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they're like, nope, not gonna do
Yeah.
it. More
I turn
movies
the
need
cooling
countdowns.
systems back on. We need more countdowns.
We need
More
more countdowns in movies, don't you
Mhm.
think?
I think we do. I agree with that.
They freak me out. Let's talk a little bit about things that like recent movies that kind of stuck with you, because as adults,
Mhm.
right, we've seen a lot of horror movies in our life. There's very few things that actually kind of scare you now, right? At least for me. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much.
So, and you and I were actually talking about this the other day. I was like, what's something like in recent memory that's kind of scared you a little bit or stuck with you a little more? Okay, so for me, one of those, these movies are kind of polarizing. I see people that either like really dig them or really don't like them. But for me, I dig most of them. But
There are
Paranormal
several.
Activity.
Oh yeah.
This is a little box set. A found footage horror movie about
That looks
this
beautiful.
demon that comes and messes when you're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why this movie really kind of was effective on me, at least like the premise and the scares of it were like, have you heard of sleep paralysis and people having
Yes.
like sleep paralysis demons? Okay.
Mhm.
Sometimes I experience sleep paralysis, and it's been a while since I've actually dealt with it.
Knock on wood.
I know. But at the time, like when this movie came out, it was something that like was happening kind of frequently for me. So if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, I'm sure most people have heard of it, but just in case if you haven't, it's like your body, it's like when you're sleeping, but then like you're kind of conscious, but you can't move anything. Like nothing, your body is kind of paralyzed. Your body's still asleep, but your mind is awake, kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
you're aware that you can't move.
Yes. There's like there's been studies done on it, but I still don't know if they've actually been able to point to something that and can say
Be like,
definitively
that's
what
it.
causes it or not.
Yeah. Gay. It's the gay.
It's the gay. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
gay, you're gonna have sleep paralysis.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it someplace on Facebook, which means it must be true.
I mean, yeah, my sleep paralysis demon's always in the corner, duck walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek, wake up.
We've made friends now, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
so we're
right. You
cool
guys
now.
are cool.
Yeah,
That's the smart stuff you have to do.
We understand each other now, but at the time we were just getting to know each other.
First steps.
I wasn't really vibing. We weren't really vibing, but now we are. But the first movie, because all the stuff in the movie happens when Katie and Mika, the characters, go to sleep, right? You see like the door open, or just like the sheets move on their bed, and like
very simple.
It's not them, it's subtle stuff.
Yeah,
and then like as the movie goes on and progresses, like the haunting gets a little more intense, like bitches getting pulled out of the bed and dragged down the hall and shit like that.
Happens to me all the
but just
time.
one scene that was very simple. It's just like you see like a shadow just kind of
on
like
the door, right?
On the door, kind of bend, and it's almost like it's whispering in her ear.
Yeah.
I have experienced something similar to that. Like my sleep paralysis demon would usually like whisper something in my ear, right? And freak me out. I don't know what it was saying, but okay. So talking about sleep paralysis in general,
it's saying, "Clean your ears,
clean your ears, you dirty bitch,
you dirty bitch."
I remember one time, I just either waking up in the middle of the night my eyes open, and then like just seeing like just a dark, figure just kind of standing over me and not being able to move.
Yeah, because sleep paralysis on its own is terrifying. So let's add a demon, like let's put a demon in there.
Yeah. So I feel like Paranormal Activity sort of like was able to tap into some of that fear, of 'cause I think maybe one of the taglines was like, "Do you know what happens when you sleep?" or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I could be wrong, but that sounds familiar.
Sounds good. I'll back you if you're wrong.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So for that reason, Paranormal Activity was super effective to me, and actually made it hard for me to sleep for a few weeks.
Oh, great.
I was always
You're like, wait, it gets worse.
Yeah. But I had the box set now, so I think I've conquered it, right?
Okay. Love. Well, okay, I misinterpreted. It's an older movie that I only watched for the first time like last year.
No, that counts too. That's what
okay, good. I'm still in the
things you've seen recently that have stuck with you.
So I mean, it made me feel like it was kind of like it's a Silence of the Lambs story-ish adjacent. That's how it like the vibe that's going on. But it's also like part slasher, part drama, part this, part that, part domestic thriller. Like a lot of stuff is going on. But I just, for being a movie from the 80s, like early 80s, for the director to kind of know what the audience is going to assume and then thwart that so often, I was like, I don't understand. And I didn't see very many 80s horror movies that took themselves seriously, because again, you're in this plethora of like everything is fun and flashy and Sleepaway Camp and Friday 13th, love those movies, but like each one gets sillier and sillier and sillier and whatever. So this, oh my god, I haven't said the name of the movie yet. Dumbass.
I'm like on the edge of my seat.
Visiting Hours.
Yes. Good movie.
In Visiting Hours, I had to cover because it's only available in this two-parter with this movie called Bad Dreams I've never seen. But Michael Ironside is terrifying in this movie. And then the lead actress, whose name I forgot, Lee Grant, is great. It's okay, it doesn't matter. But I think it's Lee Grant. It sounds familiar. Yeah, she's fantastic. But we have like a bunch of protagonists. Like we're introduced to her mostly, but then there's this nurse we start to follow. Then there's like this girl on the street we start to follow. Like so many. And the girl on the street is the voice of Rogue from the X-Men
cool.
cartoons, like the old ones and the new ones, just in case.
Yeah.
This trivia for you out there. It's all these protagonists. It's this one asshole antagonist, but I don't know. Like for some reason, it gave me Silence of the Lamb vibes, where it's like unsettling and it's creepy, but they add more of a slasher element too. So like Silence of the Lambs, but if it was also a slasher movie.
Yeah,
is my very long roundabout way of describing that to you. And I was still unsettled after. Yeah, like right after watching it, I bought it because I'm like, I need to watch that again. But I just like, it really creeps me out for some reason.
What'd y'all think of our picks? Like, what scared you as a kid? Because what scared us might not scare you. You might be, you might not be a sissy, right?
You might not be a big old sissy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times these, like when it comes to like the movies you watched as a kid, it's like a lot of like the stuff that maybe like wasn't supposed to be on, you weren't supposed to be watching it. So it's, I find there's always some mainstream stuff, like there's The Ring, there's A Nightmare on Elm Street, there's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but then there's the weird shit that no one, like Something Wicked This Way Comes. Yeah. Or, like everyone's like, what are you talking about? Watcher in the Woods. No one knows Watcher in the Woods. Like there's always these weird side things that I love hearing people's niche childhood trauma movies. You can get more Don't Be Dead on Instagram, Patreon, and wherever podcasts are available. And then really we just say bye to each other.
Bye to each other.